Yo, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, in his outies and bitch tits. How you doing? 30 seconds late. That weren't 30 seconds. It was only about 28. Sorry, Marty. Oh, dear. How's everybody doing? I'm good, thanks, Fergus. Hope you are. Midgets. Nothing wrong with midgets. How you doing, JJ? Double D, nice to see you. Leroy Winston, how you doing? Do you mind? What? Oh, for God's sake, come on in, hang on. Just got to get this over and done with because otherwise they're going to pester me. Oh, come here. Come on. Hello. Here go. Baby girl. Okay, that'll do. Yeah, fatty. Little fat lump. Little fatty. Right. Go on in. Look. You see what? Oh, careful. Careful. Come on, see, this is what happens when you pester me. Go on. There you go. Come on. Go. Oh my God. I can't. How many bloody hearts do they get? And I get absolutely sod all from you lot. Cheers, C-Rex. Thank you. No, I've got me cup on today, so they if they try and squish me nuts, they're gonna have trouble. Oh dear. So I've been up since about 6 o'clock this morning. Hello, Anne Marie. Hello, honey badger Morris. Yeah, I've been up since about 6 o'clock this morning, so I'm absolutely knackered, and I just cannot stop yawning. So this isn't going to be a long live. I've not, I've not even thought about what we're going to talk about tonight. So I thought we'd just leave it up to you guys and see if there's anything you want to talk about that we can have a discussion about. I kind of spent most of today working on tomorrow's video. Plus I spent a couple of hours, as you saw that video I put up earlier. Most of you probably seen that for the Make-A-Wish UK for Donna. It was a great charity, and I just felt that I had to try and help out in some way if I could. So even if that's just to get the word out to more people. So yeah, so I've been doing that, and now I'm cream crackered. So the Randy Copper, which one's that? You're gonna have to be a bit more specific. Saying Randy Copper, you could be talking about any of them. From last night. I don't know. Is that WPC Dix? You mean from North Wales Police? One that noshed off her sergeant. Is that the one you're talking about? Got caught what? Got caught banging in the office on body cam. Where's this? I haven't seen that reported anywhere. No, let's not get on the subject of prolapses, if you don't mind. It's going to look like a donut that's been run over. Not pleasant. Well, see, you say he's winding me up, but the problem is there's so many cops out there that are like that. It's just unreal. How you doing, UK audit? How you doing, Adcas? How you doing, Mr. Trump? I'm going to get on that soon. I'm going to be there soon, mate. The got them giveaways coming up soon. I did say the other week. Oh, hang on. If you're seeing our comments live, if you are look south and confirm, you can see William the Conqueror coming towards Hastings. I don't know which way south is, mate. Just that south to me is that way because everything on me at my age is heading south. Yeah, there's a lot of them protests that went on that are not being spoke about in the papers, and the reason they're not going to speak about them is because they've got to try and explain them, haven't they? Do you know what I mean? They can't just say, "Well, there was some Save the Children protest." They've got to explain why there was Save the Children protest, and that's not going to fit with the narrative. Oh, that one, Fergus. I can't even remember what happened. That was on Friday. That one I reported. Um, I can't even remember what happened in that one. I have to go through so many. The only way I remember is if I go back through my videos. Um, I mean, what I must, I talk about 10, maybe 15 dodgy stories every single day, don't I? So that's a lot to go through. There's no such thing as gravity. It's buoyancy. Oh dear. Alison, my back is much better, thank you. Still a bit of a an ache, but there's no pain there now, which is really handy. He was down by the marina. What was it like down there today? Because I mean, it's obviously it started lashing down this evening, but weren't so bad earlier. How you doing, Pinaki News? How are you, my friend? Daisy's still limping. She's putting some weight on it now, but she's still limping quite badly. But again, there's no pain at all. I've checked her entire leg, her hips, her foot, in between the webbing on her toes. There's just nothing there. She's not pulling away. She's not in pain or anything. It's just really weird. So um, I'm still trying to get her in to see the vet, but we'll have to wait and see. But she's not in discomfort as such. She's not moaning about it or anything like that. So it's just a little bit weird. Can everybody hear me okay? Am I coming through loud enough, by the way? Sweet. Muchos gracios. Yeah, let me have a look. Pictures shit. That's just because it's got my face on it, President Trump. Don't worry. The sash window. I'll tell you one of the things that I wanted to work on for the channel. Now there's a few things I want to do for the channel, and one of them is not necessarily press per se, but in America they've actually got cop watch. Okay, And what I mean by that, I don't just mean random people auditing. I don't mean that at all. They've actually got a group across America in different states that will actually go out, and if they see police interaction, they will purposely go and film that interaction. They've got like a little card that they can give to the person who's being detained or whatever, or being arrested or being manhandled, with information on that card, okay, where they can get a copy of the footage from and things like that. And that's something that I would like to start here at some point. I think that if I mean, obviously, you'd need to have some rules if you're going to do it, because you need to make sure that you're safe and you're not going to get arrested, and you're not going to break any laws yourself. But it's something that I was thinking about doing. And if somebody's being detained or harassed, you get your camera out, you film it, you give that person a card. The police can take the card from you. They can't stop you from giving them a card to give to somebody that just says, this interaction's been recorded. If you want to get a copy of this recording, go here. Do you know what I mean? And then we upload everything to the channel. And obviously, the more people we can get doing it, because the police in the West Midlands have actually got. So police in West Midlands have actually got a group of people which are just basically neighbourhood watch, and they wear high-vis jackets. I can't remember what they're called now. It's something like, I don't even know what it's called, but they wear high-vis jackets that the police have given them, and they go out and they walk the streets. And when they see something happening, they phone the police. Right, so it's just a bunch of grasses walking around streets, grassing people up. So if they can do that, then we can do what I've just said. We can set something up. Not PCSO. I'm talking about actual members of the public. They don't wear a uniform. They could be old people. They just walk around the area, and if they see something suspicious or dodgy or something they don't like, they just phone the police. They're not even street wardens, Mark. They're not even street wardens, the ones I'm talking about. But I just think that we've got quite a big network here. We've got quite a big reach on not just this channel but other channels. Do you know what I mean? All linked together. We've got a huge reach. No, Norfolk, Iceni, those ones aren't paid. No. And that and that's where we need to be at, I think. That's a good idea, that Pinaki News. Your own PNC, something with all the police, photo of the police and their number and their area, that kind of thing. Yeah, that's a great idea. That is. Well, you don't need a press card. This is a thing. A press card is not issued by the government. Okay, it's issued by the people that you work for. That's it. That's all a press card is. You can be part of a union, but that doesn't mean anything. You don't have to join a union, so you don't have to have a union card like the NUJ. But the press cards are issued by the people that they work for. The Sun, the Mirror, BBC, whatever it's called. So it's all bollocks anyway. When they say, let's see your press card, it means nothing. Absolutely nothing. You could be freelance. You could be a freelance journalist. You don't work for anyone in particular, so you don't have a press card. Yeah, a hand-drawn with crayons card is as valid. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I've got one that I've made. I've got one that I've made on me on my press jacket, and it doesn't give any information about who I am or how to contact me or anything. It just says, "Leave me alone. I'm public photographer, and there's nothing you can do about it." Yeah, exactly. Panaki's got media card templates on his channel if you want to go over there and download his. But you see, what I wanted to, this is something I've wanted to do for months, is the Police Accountability Project. So it's still PAP. Obviously, you've got police abusing powers, but I want to do the police accountability project. So if you see an incident, you get your phone out, get your camera out, film it. Give the person a card if you can. If not, give it to the police to give to them. Just say, look, I've filmed this, so this card is for them, so they can get a copy of this footage. And and yeah. Oh, am I? Hello, who's that piss taker? Oh, it's you. You're the mug that tried to mug me off with your silly videos, isn't it? Thanks for the publicity, by the way, you moron. I was going to have some fun with him there, President Trump, but never mind. He's a mug. He's an absolute mug. I know he can still hear me, but oh, there we go. Well, that's it, Michael. That basically the press card that Pinaki's got, and it's the same as one I've got. All it states on there is what it states on the police website. You know, you can film and photograph in a public place, and there's literally nothing you can do about it. Hey, piss taker, are you back? Do I have nightmares of giant spoons above my head? I have nightmares of giant soldiers trying to dip into my brain. Yeah, well, I did cut my hair today, so yeah, I expect them. Oh, here we go. Netflix. I'll tell you something about Netflix, and I know some of you have already seen this anyway. Cuties. The film, or whatever it is, called Cuties that they're bringing out. Let me know in the comments if you've heard of it. Yeah, Alan. Yes, Jay. Exactly. When I saw that advertised, yesterday it was, when I saw that, I wrote down on my list of things to do to set up a petition to have that taken down before it even gets aired. I think it's on the 12th of September, if I'm right. But so many people have been posting about it, and then it was in the newspaper. I genuinely think somebody, you know, I genuinely think and believe that that needs to be taken down. It's disgusting, absolutely disgusting. You know, when you get all these people jump on our videos and they go, "Whoa, what you doing filming kids?" Rah, rah, rah. And then you've got something like Netflix that's paid people hundreds, thousands of pounds so they can get them on telly, so dirty old pervs can sit at home tugging off to them. I mean, what? Sick, sick. Ugh. There is already a petition up, right? Okay, all right. I wonder if the woman who made it holidayed at what's his name's fucking villa, Epstein, whatever you want to call him. Hello, Patriot. Hello, Midnight Prowler. Yeah, but the thing is though, Panaki, removing the main cover, they need to get rid of the whole thing, mate. You know, I mean, let's face it. What kind of person would you have you got to be to allow your kid to be prancing around dressed in all them skimpy clothes and then put on mainstream telly for across the world for all sorts of people to. No, it doesn't even bear thinking about, mate. It's horrible. Desensitisation, absolutely. I totally agree with you. Totally agree. But there's going to become a point where everyone's desensitised to hanging these bastards. Absolutely sickening, really is. Yeah, Fergus. It's on Netflix. If you go on, well, it's been advertised quite a bit. I saw it on Netflix. Well, saw the advert for it, and nah, mate. If it was filmed as a documentary, but the editors have turned it into kiddie porn, basically, as you say, which I understand what you're saying, then the person who filmed it should turn around and say, no, you're not putting it out. But the problem is, it's money, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? That's what they're all about. They go, oh, don't worry about it. You'll get a few bad comments from people, but just think of all the money you're going to make. I'd rather not have any money than sell my soul like that. I really would. I'm telling you, if somebody came to me and said to me, right, Dan, is £1 million. I don't want you to slag off pedos anymore. I'll tell them where to stick it. I swear to you now, I would tell them where to stick it because my family and my kids and their safety is more important to me than any money. Absolute madness. This entire world. I thought it was just this country for a long time. I thought it was just this country that was going to pot, but it's not. It's everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. I mean, I've been working on tomorrow's report. I can't remember Panaki. I think it was in the main settings. I think it was actually in the main settings of where like your live feed studio bit. Michael, some of my videos get some adverts. Occasionally, I'll get a video that they'll stick three or four adverts in, but generally speaking, most of the videos that I put out don't get monetized because of the content, and that's why I've started doing two reports a day, where I have a report that I know doesn't have anything in that would automatically get demonetized, and then all of that stuff that will get demonetized I put into a separate video in order to try and boost the amount of videos that are monetized. I read an article today. I think C Rex. I think you posted it in. I think it was you. posted it into the Discord group. It might not have been you. It might have been somebody else. But it's about a bloke in America who was in court for pedo stuff, and he was telling the court that he feels like an 8-year-old girl, and he goes in chat rooms and lets people abuse him in the chat rooms as though he's an 8-year-old girl, and he thought that that would get him away, get him off of the charges. Here, probably would have, you know what I mean? But they ended up locking him up anyway. But I mean, it's absolutely sick. The things that people think are going to work for them to help them get away with doing that stuff. I don't even like saying the words. I have to because of what I do, but it's absolutely horrible. Hiya, Lawrence. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm doing all right, mate. I hope you are. Take it easy, UK audit. Stay out of trouble. I saw that clip, Dream Demon. I think I shared that on Facebook, to be honest. Oh, Crime Bodge is in the room. Not the real Crime Bodge, though. Oh, yeah. You're not the real Crime Bodge, are you? Come on, be honest. Learn what law is, not acts and statutes. What baldy bullshit's about. Ah, bless ya. You're a bit triggered there, piss taker. Careful. You might soil yourself. How you doing, Ash? As you're his legal secretary, are you? Really? I couldn't trigger a loaded shotgun. I'm sure I could if you were at the other end of the barrels. Oh, isn't it funny how people think that coming on and calling people horrible words on the internet, isn't it weird how they think that that's going to upset people? Fergus, he is what his name says he is, and that's it. What? We know how you bottle out of meetings. What on earth are you talking about? What meeting's that then? Oh, I will do in a minute. So, and this is the other thing as well. Somebody's just said it there about putting your name out. I don't hide behind a faceless profile. Okay, people see me on video almost every day of the week. Okay, people know my name. People know where I live. I don't hide from anybody. If somebody's got something to say to me, they can find where I live quite easily and come and see me. Do you know what I'm saying? So sit there, give it all the big un, and you're the one hiding behind a faceless profile, trying to trying to be funny, trying to be hard. You're nothing, mate. Absolute nothing. T. Lawrence, I'm doing good, thank you. How are you? Yeah, I think somebody's gene pool needs a little chlorine. Yeah, yeah, the mods can. Yeah, it's just I want to see what he has to say for a minute because at the end of the day, while he's watching this, the extra view might only be one, but it all helps. Oh, you doing one for Cop Watch UK? Sweet. You'll have to send us a picture of that when it's done, Pinaki, just out of interest. I think he does, Paul. I will do if I get a chance to, Patriot views. Take it easy, Pinaki. Well, that's it, Keith. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Well, they say the quiet ones are the ones to watch because the ones that give it all the mouth don't do nothing. T. Lawrence, if they've given you the fine, then you're gonna have to contest it. You're gonna have to put a what's it called? You're gonna have to go to court over it, which means if you've got a doctor's, if you've got medical notes that say that you're exempt, if it goes that far, if it goes to court, you're going to have to prove it to the court. But they shouldn't really have given you a fine unless, well, not even unless it's Equalities Act. Shouldn't be treating you any differently because you've got a disability. Appeal. That's the word I was thinking of. Oh, hello, Molly. How are you? Well, you should be all right then, T. Lawrence. If you've got a letter that explains that, then you've got a disability, so you should be okay. But appeal it, mate. Definitely appeal it. Hey, so now everybody's had what? How long have we been doing it now? Is it a full week? 2 weeks have I been doing these double up daily videos now? I have noticed that the second video doesn't get as many views as the first pack reports. So the bad bits doesn't get as many views as the main pack reports, which confuses me a little bit. But do you think is it a pain in the arse me putting out these two videos rather than just the one? Or are you all too busy talking to Molly? Oh, I've got some outtakes to go up soon. Sad but mad. Well, the thing is, Marty, sometimes there's a lot to say in that second report. I was hoping that it would be shorter than the main report, but there's an awful lot of scumbags out there that need highlighting. I'm afraid. So sometimes them reports are going to be longer, but I am trying to keep them shorter. Oh, don't worry about leaving, piss taker, because you can just fuck off. No, I don't upload them at the same time. I've left the bad bits. I put the bad bits out at 9 o'clock because they're uncensored. Unlike my normal pack reports, the second one I let rip. So I actually say what I want to say in that second one because I know it's never going to be monetized anyway. So I don't hold back on my language. Oh, do you know, I need to put my glasses on. I can't see properly. Yeah, the thing is though, C Rex is even afterwards, even if people watch them the next day, the views would go up, but they still quite low compared to compared to the main pack reports. I don't know, Crime Bodge, but you can fuck off and I'm bored of you now. Or age isn't creeping up on me, it's galloping up on me. They should be, Jay. French Connection. Right, well, it seems like most people are okay with the way that I'm doing that at the moment. To be fair, I was hoping that, as I say, I was hoping that the second video, some nights I wouldn't have to do one. But so far, I've had to put one out every night with the main pack reports. How old am I? I'm 40 something. I know. I've had a hard life. My ex was 29 when I met her a few years back, 3 years ago. 40 plus 20. I feel it. I feel it sometimes. Trust me. Getting so old soon, my ass will rub my footprints out. Oh, I like that double D. That's funny. Oh dear. Who's 76 years old? You talking about me? Hello, Raymond. How are you? I might as well be 76. The way my body wants to give up on me. 76 what? Centimetres. Gaza, you are absolutely right, mate. Absolutely right. Inches, RJ. 76 inches. Jesus. You'd only need to get a twitch and you'd be out cold with a lack of blood to the brain. Choked on your Haagen-Dazs. Hey up, Joshua. How are you? You've put your flasher's coat on. We've got a story about a flasher tomorrow in tomorrow's Pat Reports. Take it easy, Keith. I'm good, Joshua. Thank you. My belly is 76 inches. It depends what I've eaten, but yeah, it possibly could get to that sort of. You're 68, Bill. Fair play, and you enjoy pap and the bad bits. See, a lot. You see, to me, a lot of people, sort of like your age, sort of thing. I thought wouldn't have appreciated my use of language in PAP 2 because I do let rip sometimes. I know my dad, although he's 70 something now, I think. I know he would have, he'd wring my neck if he heard me talk the way that I do in that, in those PAP reports, the bad bits. Local experimentalist, how you doing? Hans von Winklebottom, much appreciated. Thank you. It's very kind. Not so sure about very jolly, but I try to be. Just about to put some spuds in the chip pan. Well, make us a portion of chips. So I'll be honest. I've looked at. Let me have another look because I've had a look at me stats before, and the ages. The majority of people are between 55 and 64 who watch this channel, which is actually quite shocking for me. I thought it would be slightly younger, but I've got 17.8% that are 65 years and over. So big up the pensioners. No offence. We've got 26.5 between 45 and 54. Got 15.2% 35 to 44. 9.7% between 25 years and 34 years, and 2.7% between 18 and 24. And only 6.5% women. Shocking. Maybe I've scared them off with my language, but 6.5% women. Well, it's YouTube's part of Google, isn't it? So you've probably put somewhere your details, and Google have harvested it. So it's easy. That's what they do, isn't it? It's the whole thing is about gaining as much information about people as possible. Caroline, you can identify as anything you like in this place, as long as you don't try and force it on us. Don't twist my arm and tell me you're 20 if you're not. That's what I'm saying. In the out, you're in betweener, exactly. Danny Shine. I don't know Danny Shine, but I know of Danny Shine. Call some bloke out. He mounted a till person in Lidl's. He said he should ask why I'm not wearing a mask. So I told him to ask me, oh, I don't wear one. He looked at me and walked away, tutting. Hey up, JP. How a citizen arrest a copper. It's very difficult. And the reason it's difficult is because you can only citizens arrest when somebody's breaking the law, which means a copper needs to be breaking the law at the time of you making an arrest, even if they're in uniform. So, but as soon as they're not breaking the law anymore, there's a bit of a grey area. It's a bit like not public order. It's a bit like a breach of the peace. You can be arrested for breach of the peace, but it's not something they can really do anything about. They're supposed to just move you away, okay, to eliminate that breach of the peace, and then let you go. So it's a bit similar to that. You can arrest a copper if they're breaking the law, but as soon as they're not breaking the law anymore, then they're a copper again, which makes it very difficult. Oh, actually, you've just said there, sad but mad, about Crime Bodge doing a private prosecution. Just to let everybody know, I've actually got quite. There's not as many people I'm watching tonight as normally. Just to let everybody know that I will be following up. You know, my arrest last year, which is what started this whole channel. Well, I will be following that up over the next couple of months and doing my own civil action. So that's something that I'm going to be doing over the coming months. So you might find that there's going to be days where I'm not on with the PAT reports because I need to concentrate on getting that stuff ready. But I will, of course, document it, and I will, of course, let everybody know how things are going. Lindsay, the thing with the police is they're not actually supposed to break the road traffic laws themselves, even with blue lights on. They're not supposed to. But it's one of those things where it. I'm trying to think of an analogy for it. You know, if you're not allowed to build something in your back garden, but if you leave it for long enough, the council can't do. You know, if you build it and it's up for a certain amount of time, the council can't do nothing about it. It's a similar thing that's happened with the police breaking road traffic laws, because everybody just accepts it, and it's gone on for so long that you just can't do nothing about it now. You know, even though they're breaking road traffic laws, and they should be dealt with for it, because it's been allowed to go on for so long. There's nothing you can do about it, really. They will just argue it. Yeah, JJ, it's taken a while, mate. Um, but I will get there. Tinkerboo, how you doing? Yeah, of course the judge would argue with them. I mean, it wouldn't even get that far because the sergeant would argue, and then if you said you want to take it further, then the inspector will argue, and they'll just do everything they can. They'll just tell you that in the end they'll just say we're not doing anything about it, and that the problem is the only way to then move forward from that is to do something like a private prosecution. Is the football on tonight, Ash? Who's playing? Nothing's happened yet, JP. I was just telling people that I'm going to be working on that over the next couple of months. I've got stuff that I got from the solicitor a couple of months ago. I've not had the time to do anything about it, and what with this whole COVID malarkey, there was no point in doing anything about it. But now things are easing up, and I've got a bit. Well, I haven't got a bit more time. I'll make a bit more time, but I'm going to go forward with my private prosecution for my arrest. You off, Bill? Take it easy, mate. Yeah, Alice has sneaked in. She's laying down here now. Thank you, Rune Bailey. The Pinnac movement is basically photography is not a crime. It's just basically people that want to take pictures or videos out in public without being harassed, without being threatened with arrest. The police guidance actually says that photography in itself isn't suspicious, but yet the police will tell you it's suspicious, and they just do all sorts of things to stop you from filming them or filming or taking pictures of things, especially if a corporation phones them up and says, oh, policeman, there's somebody taking a picture of my building, and the police will come out and hustle you just because a corporation's asked them to. So the Pinaki movement, if you like, is just to make people aware that photography in public isn't illegal. I didn't have any charges. That's the thing, Joe Black. I got arrested for Section 50 of the Police Reform Act for failing to give my details. In fact, I think they said refusing, and I didn't actually refuse to give my details at that point. But they they basically arrested me under Section 50. They held me in a cell for 3 hours, even though after I got to the police station, I gave them my details because I had to get back for the dogs. Otherwise, I'd have been happy to sit there for 24 hours. But I gave them my details, at which point the crime is over. There is no crime at that point. So they should have let me go straight away. But they didn't. They held on to me for 3 hours. So I got released under investigation, and a month later or so, I got a no further action. I just haven't had the chance. I was going through the solicitor, and I just haven't had the chance to do anything about it until now. Oh, so many messages. Essex Police have paid out. Result. No, Daisy's in the other room. It's only Alice that's in here at the moment. Hello, Bill. Like calling you a terrorist, exactly. Midnight Prowler. Do you know what? I, the RAF is something that I would have loved to have done. I would have absolutely loved to have flown aeroplanes. I have flown an aeroplane. I used to, where I grew up was very, very close to an airport. And a few times I got flying lessons for as gifts for birthdays and things like that. I used to love it, and I always dreamed about, you know, fighter pilot, just like bombing around the skies, and that would have been absolutely awesome. Daisy's still hobbling. It seems to be getting better. Oh my god. Eee. It seems to be getting better, but she's still hobbling. I wonder what that was then. The gel bit, the gel bit in my gel pad, it's burst. That shows you how much I use this. I've only had this since I put this studio together, and now it's all falling apart. The station that I was at was not a it didn't have cells in, basically. Can I get to Barton Airfield? I don't even know where Barton Airfield is. There's a sad but mad. I've got a story in tomorrow's about something similar to that. The old thought police on patrol. Best way to hide a body? Well, I'll tell you the best way not to do it, and that's to ask Siri or Google. Because if you ever get stopped by the police, they take your phone off you and see that in the history. Then you're gonna have your life turned upside down. Rune Bailey, I think he just got he just got a no further action. Yeah, a pig can eat a copper in 8 minutes, apparently. Thank you, man in the moon. Yeah, I'm talking about that in tomorrow's as well. Sad but mad. Barton near Eccles. That's not too far, I suppose, actually. I need to get another monitor to go here because I feel really rude looking at the monitor over there. If I put it here behind the camera, at least I'm kind of looking at yous. Your neighbour had a kids' party. Did the police turn up? You're not in Manchester, are you? Is this one your favourite, Jay? Oh, C-Rex. Good point. My apologies. Jump down, girls. Oh, sorry, Daisy. Didn't mean to punch you in the head then. C-Rex, if you see a comment you're not sure about, because the other mods have an idea of what my sort of level is, how far I let people go. So if you see a comment you're not sure of, then let one of the other mods on me take care of it until you get an idea. Oh, it's ridiculous. Manchester police. I told them on their Twitter page. I told them that they're like one step away from full on brown shirts, but they just went mad over the weekend, and they thought it was cool just to go. We stopped this wedding, we find them. We stopped this gathering, we find them. We stopped another gathering, we find them. We stopped a 10-year-old girl's birthday party, we find the single mother. So I was like, hang on a minute, what happened to engage, explain, encourage, and enforce? Enforce is supposed to be the last port of call, isn't it? And there was even one where they said we gave them 30 minutes to clear off, and then we fined them. Well, no, you're explaining and engaging and encouraging them to leave. So you don't need to get to the enforcement stage. But no, of course, they want to make money. Take it easy, Mark J. Can you give me your stories on what spirituality, on what, like police interactions, you mean, or NHS? You've had some problems with the NHS. Hey up, King. Video. So you've got a video of an interaction with NHS. You can always send it to me if you want me to have a look at it. Michael, it's only law to wear a mask when you're not wearing one, and it's not law to not wear one when you're wearing one. Paul, no, what's happened? I haven't seen that. What's going on with AB? App Tyrant Finder. Well, spirituality. You can send me the video if you like. You can either, if it depends how big the video is. You can do it through WhatsApp in the header of this of my channel. There's a number. You can send it through WhatsApp. You can send it through email, policeabusingpowers@gmail.com. Um, Go on, Ash. Try again, mate. Ash, are you there? You can post that link now. Active Patriot. How you doing, my man? It should now. Should be able to now, Ash. Oh, let's have a look. What happens if you try to fill the comings and goings at a busy police station? Here's what happens when you do just that. It looks like I'm going to have a... Yeah, I think I'm going to have a look through that article and pull it apart. Citizen defence, take it easy. Active, I'll tell you what, mate, I've not had a chance to keep up. You're doing so many lives recently. I have just not had the chance to keep up with them all. I hope you're keeping out of trouble though. Not getting in any more police chases on electric scooters. AP's a top man. Active. One of the things that I want to do is I want to get a podcast set up, and I've also got to work out how to link other people through the OBS studio that I'm using, and then I can get more people on. But I will do that at some point and get a few people on. Spirituality, is that a question to me? Oh, excuse me. I hope you didn't hear that. Yeah, even through PayPal, if you use that link, you don't have to have a PayPal account. You can make payments with debit card or credit card or whatever it is that you use. Patriot, yeah, that's something that I spoke about the other day. Charity here was saying how the best sex to have is on your own, which is true. But after 18 months, it gets a bit boring. Excuse me. How you doing, Spellbinder? Hey up, Cop Watch. This is a quick one. I've only been on for hour and 20 minutes. Double D, less of that. Can I help you? Oh, I've been attacked. You know you're going to cover me in fur again, don't you? Hey? Don't you? Look at all them faces, all them smiley faces with heart eyes they're giving you. All right, Alice. Don't need to make all that noise, do you, kid? Huh? Go on, down you get. You got food, you got water. You went for the toilet. Take it easy, Chris. Thanks for jumping on. My passport needs sorting out, actually. Ran out last year. Still haven't got round to redoing it. Molly, that's no excuse. You do realise you can take your phone in the bath with you, don't you? Go on then, Molly. You get off and have a wash, you smelly lefty. AP, I would do, mate, but I've got the girls. If they die before then I'll come. What double D? What have I said now? See you later, Molly. I don't know, Tony. To be honest, I'm not sure I can. I'm not sure I can answer that. Oh, what I said about the dogs. I love my girls. I'll tell you what. When these pop their clogs, it's going to ruin me. Saved my ass. These two did. Dogging. There's nothing like a bit of dogging. No, Dave, my neighbour saw her earlier today. She said to me, she goes, "Oh, have you seen her out and about?" I went, "No." He said, "Oh, she got a bandage on her foot or something." Um, but no, I mean, they probably let her out the same day, to be honest. It is RJ. I mean, the very reason I got Daisy was I I was in a relationship that broke down. I had a business at the time of my own. I ended up homeless. Tried to run the. I moved into the office because I had nowhere to go at the time, and one of the other offices in the building grassed me up for sleeping in the office. So I got my agreement cancelled. So I couldn't run the business. So I had to close that down. I was sleeping in the doorway of a post office for about 4 or 5 nights before I managed to get some money from a deal that was waiting to be paid. And I used that to get into a bed sit because I didn't have enough money to get into a house or flat because it was a brand new business. It had only been running for less than a year. All the money was tied up. So after about 6 months in this bed sit, I realised that I hadn't even left the house. I hadn't even gone out once in about 6 months. And I thought to myself, if I had the kids, if I had my kids with me, then I'd have to force myself to get up and get out every day. And as I didn't have them, I decided to get a dog instead. And if it wasn't for if it wasn't for getting Daisy, then I don't know where I'd be. To be fair, so Why do I have a lump on my nut? What, this, you mean? That's not a lump. I don't know what it is. I think it's just the lot. The lot. Oh, no, 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 no. I know what it is. It's not a lump. Oh, oh, hang on a minute. Might be a spot coming up. Yeah, it might be a spot coming up. RFID chip. They might have sneaked in the night and actually that's it does feel like a spot coming up now. Oh, I'll have to get at that in a bit. You think I'm funny, Jay? You know. Take it easy, Fergus. I see, Double D. I'm not really I'm not really a cat person. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love a pussy, but I'm not a cat person. I liked the photo because it reminded me of chow mein, cat chow mein. Thanks, JJ. Much appreciated. Oh, mate, you've got to be able to laugh at yourself, RJ. You have to. Do you know what I mean? It's, you cannot get through this life if you don't laugh at yourself. And that is why so many social justice warriors are miserable as sin because they can't laugh at themselves, which means nobody else can laugh at them. Hey up, Keith McDermott. How you doing? Cliff's allotment. Oh, did you buy a shirt and a hat? Was it? When did you order it? Let me have a look. Just out of curiosity, let's see what you got. Was yours the hat with the? I was just following orders. Take it easy, Dave. Thanks for jumping on, mate. Oh, it doesn't give me any details, Cliff. It doesn't give me your name details or anything like that. It just gives me a list of what's been brought. I've got a white hat that was paid and sent. It says I was just following orders. I think it is. Yeah, I was just following orders. That's the last hat since the 1st of August. That'd be quite. Well, the epaulets, you see, I'd have to think of a way of doing it because you'd need to be able to stick them on, wouldn't you? Um, and the printers, they don't print right up the top here. Otherwise, I could get something printed on the shoulders. They only print on the sleeves. Otherwise, I could have done that. Oh, everything's going so quickly. Thank you, Daniel. Yeah, I'll have to have a look, see if I can get some patches or some iron-on ones. Um, yeah, I'll see if I can. I'll see if I can find somewhere that does them, or that I can get some custom ones. Are you off, King, or is it you, Jay, that's off? Yeah, cream and whiskers is it's so easy to just forget about yourself and lose yourself. Thank you, local experimentalists. Much appreciated. Um, Spirituality in it's not in this. Just give me a second because it's. I know it's not in the description of this video, so just bear with me 1 second. All right, spiritualist. There's a link there. Louis Stead. What did Louis have to say for himself? What did I miss? Oh, I can view that. Oh, is it boring? Ah, oh, fuck off then. It's quite simple, isn't it? Oh, there's no need to be sorry, spirituality. The links aren't in the bottom of this live video. They're set up to automatically go into my uploaded videos, but not in the live video. Oh, is he? Oh, he's just a little mug then, is he? Oh, it won't be a late one, Blue Bottle. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. What's my thoughts on the migrant crossings on France wanting over 130 million in extortion money? Well, they've already had God knows how much money off of us anyway. But the problem is they've kind of got us over a barrel in a way, haven't they? Do you know what I mean? Because without them stopping them, we're going to keep getting them. I mean, I have discussed my feelings on this kind of thing in the past, and I think tomorrow I talk about it a little bit more in tomorrow's report. I think I can't remember now off the top of my head, but yeah, I don't. It's not right. It's not right. I don't. You know what I mean? It's not right that France are taking money and then not doing what they're asked or what they've said they're going to do, and then asking for more money. Oh, is that who that Louis was? Is that who it was? Is that the one that said he's got like a 4 grand painting in his house or something? Right. Well, I have kind of seen some of what's. Hey, up, Keith. Thank you. Much appreciated. I will do my very best. I did see the last 4 or 5 of his videos, but I didn't really understand what was going on, to be honest, because I sort of watched him in between doing a pat reports on Friday. But I didn't know he was asking people to do illegal stuff. I didn't know that. He turned up in Nottingham yesterday, did he? Hey up, Dean. All right, Patriot Views, no worries. You look after yourself. He gave you a T-shirt, did he? Did it have? Was it a T-shirt with a picture of him on? Taking down speed cameras. Oh, hang on. Is that that's right? Didn't he say about taking down speed cameras, but doing it with the proper tools or something? So that if you take it down properly, you're not going to get done for damaging it or something like that, wasn't it? Because even if you do that, that's still criminal damage. You don't actually have to damage something as such. It's like imagine if somebody built a wall and it was just loose bricks, and you come along and take all them bricks down and put undo the wall that they've put together. That's still criminal damage. Thank you, Jack. Very kind. He gave you a T-shirt with his name on it. He gave you a T-shirt with his name on it. I suppose you should be grateful it wasn't a pair of pants with his name on it. They're both in here. Both the dogs are in here, laying on this floor. It's carpet tiled in here. They've got a bloody great bed in there. Danny Austin in Corfu. How you doing? How is it out there? RJ, yeah, wife fronts with his face on the back. Yeah, you know what, Scott? You're absolutely right. Now, I did say to Marty Blagborough, we was talking last week, and I actually said to Marty, look, because I didn't know what that guy's name was. I said to him, you know, the guy you put up on your channel on a video the other week, and he went, yeah. I said, well, if he's done this stuff and taken the police to court and whatnot, he would have a really good channel if he makes videos on the process. Do you know what I mean? Um, and then when I saw his channel Friday, and I thought, what's this shit? I thought, you know, if you're going to have a channel and you're gonna big yourself up at doing something, then at least make a channel about it. You know what I mean? Have a reason to put videos out. I mean, as I say, I'm gonna be doing my own, whether I lose or not. Makes no difference to me. The point is the process involved. So when I go through doing my civil case, I'll document it. Now, if I lose, then it doesn't matter. It's still information that people can learn from. But if I win and I do everything right, then you're going to learn from that as well. What's up, Tom? Good evening, Lee. Do you know what, Danny? I would absolutely love that. I went to, I've been to Cyprus. I've not, the only places I've been are Cyprus and Spain. Once to Spain, once to Cyprus. And I'm 40 something. Oh, I nearly gave that away then. But I would absolutely love to. I really would. It's very difficult to do anything though because of the dogs. You know, it's like having young kids, but worse. At least you can take kids with you. Hey, up, what's in from Barcelona? I'm getting around me, aren't I? Have I got any? Because I sometimes have some Aussies in the room, don't I? We got any Aussies in the room tonight? Take it easy, raw music. Take it easy, Kevin. Yeah, go on. Just chuck in the comments where you're at, people. The gas field, 30 miles off Grimsby. we've got Manchester, Burnley, London, Clydebank, home, Fife, Wales, Blackpool, Halifax, Glasgow, Taunton, Middlesbrough, Exeter, Kent, Australia. We have got an Oz in the room. Edinburgh, Earth. Is that flat Earth or round Earth? Kings Lynn, Leicester, Nottingham. Another Nottingham. Gateshead, Suffolk, Manchester. Shropshire. Creef. Never heard of it, I'm afraid. Where is that? Bolton, London. Sunderland, Flat Earth, Middle Earth, Google Earth. Southport, just up the road. Lincoln. Tartaria. Tartaria? You're having a joke there, aren't you? That's not a real place, is it? Very good, Danny. Who comes from a land down under? Do you know, I tell you what, I am terrible with locations. As you should have known that by now, Jay. I can't even pronounce half the place names when I talk about them in my reports. I should really, in fact, what I do sometimes, and I don't do it enough, I sometimes put how to pronounce and then the word, and it comes up with a YouTube video that tells me how to pronounce it. And then when I get to my report, I forget. So I still balls it up anyway. So your parents come from the moon and your grandparents come from Earth. Milne Garvey. I don't know. Oh, what that's all about. I don't even know if that's how you say it. Um, yeah, I'm going to have some bloopers coming up soon. Say his name. I thought you said say my name, Dan. It reminded me of American Pie. American Pie. Is that what it's called? Say my name, bitch. From Swindon, hence why you live in Corfu. You'll get their local experiment. Beep. You'll get their local experimentalist. There's a blooper there for you. Just keep putting videos out. Local experimentalist. Jesus. Well, maybe think about the titles of your videos as well. Local experimentalist. I don't. when I do the PAP reports. I should, but I don't. I just put PAP reports because I don't want to. It's difficult to pick one story out of a PAP reports and use that as a title. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to mislead people into thinking that it's just a video about that. So I just put PAP reports and then I put the info in the description. But think about your description of your video and think about the title. Use words that people are going to be looking for. You know, it's like for me, that's why I chose the name for this channel, Police Abusing Powers. I mean, that, you think about it, anything to do with the police being arses, and it is the police abusing powers, or police abuse of powers. And I think that's part of the reason why I've had such a good response to the channel and we've grown so quickly. But just think about what you name your videos. You use words are that people are going to use in sort of everyday language. I've actually got a machine here. Let me just, oh, wrong way. If I zoom out, just, I can't see what I'm doing now. Oh God, what's happened? Oh my God, what's happened? Oh, there we go. That there, right there, there's some sugar and some coffee, and that's like a little kettley type thing. He's back in again because I know how much you like to see me up close. Studio looks like a homeless B&B you stayed in. Joe Rogan. Who's Joe Rogan? I feel like I feel like I should know that name. Ah, right, Joe Rogan. Hey up, Rob. How you doing? Train the dogs to make the coffee. I should do, really. About time they earned their keep. Hello, Juicy. How you doing? Mate, that makes two of us, Rob. But you know what they say about being busy? Because I don't. Well, it won't be long before you get another Xmas dinner on camera. In fact, what I might do is I might do a what's his name, Gordon Ramsay job at Christmas. Roast pig. You haven't seen a Christmas advert already. Behave. You're going to have a granddaughter by Christmas. Congratulations. Is that going to be your first granddaughter, Double D? Oh, you're going to be a granny. Is Active still on here? Or is he buggered off? Oh, it looks like he's buggered off. Well, we'll only forgive Active if he's making a coffee for all of us. If he's only making one for himself, then nah, I'm going to hold that against him. Another one that bloody notifications getting on my nerves. Thank you, Ash, by the way. I have noticed you posting links, so thank you for doing that, mate. Appreciate it. Well, who knows? Hopefully, when I do this civil case against Merseyside Police, if I get anything out of it, that's going towards a website somewhere where I can offer you guys a opt-in. So every time I'm going to put a video out or every time I go live, I can email you all. And that way I know you're going to get notifications. FPV, how you doing? Hello, Debbie. How much do you get out of them, Joe? If you can't say it in here, or if you don't want to say it in here, just drop me an email or something. Thank you, Joshua. Oh, the StreamYards was playing up, mate. I want to. There's ways that I can use OBS, but I need time to figure it all out. Um, it's a bit of a pain trying to find the time to do stuff. It's my own fault. I started doing these PAP reports with no forethought into how much time it was going to take. Still the 23rd at the moment, Brian. Take it easy, King. Thanks for jumping on. Sweet, we can't moan at that, JP. Very true. Sad but mad. Very true. But then they don't really care because they don't pay. They don't pay for it. Oh, Josh. Well, got to say it as it is, haven't I? Do you know what I mean? No point in holding back. Lee, that's something that I'd like to do. I'd like to be able to eventually get somebody to write for me and even edit for me. I mean, at the moment, it's literally I spend a couple of hours in the evening before I go to bed getting things ready, and then when I get up in the morning, I have a couple of cups of coffee, and then I'll get on it and start doing some more. And it literally takes me from say 9 o'clock until 6:30 to write my script out, to record it, and then to edit it. And it's a long day. It's hard work. I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, but if I could get somebody to do that, or if I could afford to pay somebody to do it, then I would do. That Police Lives Matter FPV. In fact, I've still got it here. It's still here. There it is. That was a what do you call it? A sponsored message from President Trump. That was. Yes, Lee. Well, in fact, I mean, some of the biggest channels they only put out maybe one or two videos a month. Some of the biggest channels, not all of them. Some of them only put out one or two videos a month, but they've got the full month to edit. The problem is, this literally, I'm not concentrating on a single subject. I've got so many things that need talking about. So, unfortunately, I can't do that. Otherwise, you'd have a 24-hour long video by the end of the month. Yeah, Josh. I mean, I've met some decent cops when I was growing up. There was a friend of the family actually had exactly the copper's wife had the same name as my dad, same first name, different spelling, but they had the same surname as us as well. And he was decent. He was very decent bloke. I remember when I was a kid, I nicked a few pound out of my old man's wallet, And my old man told Ken, his name was, told this copper Ken what I'd done, and he picked me up and he took me to the local Nick, showed me the cells and closed me in for 20 minutes. And it was horrible, but I didn't hate him for it. Do you know what I mean? Afterwards, he took me out and he said to me, "Look, see, this is the problem. If you do things like that, this is, this is where you end up, and all that kind of stuff." And although it didn't stop me being a bit of an arse as I was growing up, I didn't hate him for it. He was a really decent copper. Um, but but nowadays they're more likely to give you a slap than they are to show you what the inside of a cell looks like. Yes, Sargon's got a few people helping him out now. Um, Again, the thing with, I mean, Sargon's got a huge following, hasn't he? And I know he gets, he's got a lot of support as well. I'll be honest, sad but mad. I think I might need one before then. I mean, just shy of 700 subs away from 25,000, which is incredible. That's such an incredible thing to say. Getting to 25,000 is just going to be madness. It really is. Um, oh, I've gone blurry, haven't I? Why have I gone blurry? Get back in focus. There we go. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know if you can hear the dog snoring. um, but yeah, I think if I get when I get to about 50,000, I think I'm going to need some help for definite. Yeah, see, I try to keep away from making this a political channel. I know some people say that I am, and it is, but I try, I always try and keep away from that. And I certainly don't take sides when it comes to politics. Um, I think in order to be um, in order to be honest with people, give an honest opinion, I need to not give a shit about either side, which I don't. If anybody on the right does something wrong, and I'll call them out for it, just the same as I would anybody on the left. I think if I was a supporter of one side or the other, then that would make it very difficult for me to be able to be as honest as I can be with people about what I talk about. Yeah, Dean, and I appreciate that. I appreciate. I mean, there's a few people that are on here that have been followers since the very start, and it's amazing that people have still stuck around and not got bored yet. Well, you see, Lee, I try not to. I mean, I hate politics. I think that it doesn't matter who they are; they all lie to get their own way. Okay, and then when it comes to delivering, we never get to see the promises that are made. Never. So I literally just don't bother. I don't vote. I don't care about any of them. Do you know what I mean? Because I think they're all the same. I think they're all in it for their own good, not for the good of the people. Yeah, either left or far right are called extremist. Yeah. Well, some people call me far right. Some people have called me far right. Um, but you know what? I think there's some, and I've got to be honest. I think that the left have some good ideas and the right have some good ideas. But then they also both have some really fucked up, stupid ideas. so, so it doesn't matter which way you go. Again, the people that want you to vote them in only want you to vote them in so they can line their own pockets. Sad but mad. I'll tell you, I don't even know what that means, mate. That's the God's honest truth. I don't know what that means. That might make me sound like a dumbass or an idiot or whatever. I don't care. I genuinely don't know what where is it libertarian means. I think I can, RJ. I'm not 100% sure. Let me have a quick nosy. I can't see any comments, by the way, folks, at the moment, so forgives me. Oh God. Um, no, I can't check. Sorry. Double D. Now apologise. I haven't FPV. Never done any bird at all, mate. Nearly have twice, but I haven't. I couldn't see, but then I closed the window that was open. FPV is one place I don't want to go, mate. To be fair, I've done some very questionable things in my time. Um, I can't change the fact that I've done stupid things, but I've been lucky enough not to go to prison. If I'd have gone to prison, then do you know what I mean? I'd have deserved it. But I've been lucky enough not to. I kind of I make a mistake and then I learn from it. Um, so I've had, oh sorry, hang on, Joe Black. I didn't, mate. Let me have a scroll up. The bit about the hard-boiled truth. Is that what you mean? No, I genuinely wouldn't want to go to prison. Genuinely wouldn't. I know it's not as necessarily as bad as people make out these days, but it's not something I want to do. Um, as I say, the two things that I nearly went to prison for, and I don't mind telling people. Do you know what I mean? I don't care. One of them was for fighting, and that was when I was about 18 or 19. One of them that was for fighting, and I nearly got 18 months for that. And the second one was about 5 or 6 years ago when I got collared for growing that weed. Um, and that's the only two times that I've been close. We make mistakes at the end of the day. Go to prison for a holiday away from the wife. I've never been married, so I wouldn't know I wouldn't know about wanting to get away from the wife. Double D, I did see it. I just wanted to teach you a lesson by not acknowledging it. No, I had the dogs when I got done for the weed, and that's the thing that upset me the most was the fact I thought that the dogs were going to have to go. So yeah, so I've not made the same mistake again. So look, so while I've got you all on here, what I'm looking for is a brunette, ideally, because blondes just do my nuts in. Brunette, nice legs, about no shorter than 5'4". Oh, what did I miss there? Thank you, Keith. Much appreciated. Skinny and grateful. I don't. I'm not too. I mean, skinny. It don't bother me. You know, that skinny or bit of meat on the bones don't matter to me. Grateful would be helpful. Yeah. So I want 5'4" legs with a brunette roof. Hey, Double D. I didn't say there's anything wrong with small girls. How tall are you then, Double D? 5'2". Well, you put a couple of inch heels on, you'd be all right, wouldn't you? Somewhere to put your beer, exactly. Louis Stead's sister. If that was his sister, I did see her in that video. Tracy Pierce, you've literally only just started watching tonight. And I've had this channel since February last year, and you've only just started watching tonight. How very dare you? How very dare you? And you've been told to watch, and you've just left it. Is that how it is? Is it unbelievable? Best thing comes in small packages. That's right. Poison does come in small packages. I would do a phone in night. It's just as I say, I want to get I want to get a podcast set up so that I can do it properly. So I can plug the phone into it and it plays it and it goes through the system, rather than me having to put the phone on loudspeaker and put it through the microphone, which comes across really crap. Higher self. I don't use tan. I just don't wash for a couple of weeks. Bisto. 5'3" and you've got heels. How tall? How big are your heels, Jenny? Women that say size doesn't matter are shallow. Oh, you remember that, RJ? Yeah. Just use direct input. See, I don't even know how to even go about that. I mean, my phone plugs into my computer. I've never been able to find a way to use it as a webcam for the audio or anything like that. So I've got no idea how that works. Although what I did want to do is I want to get a USB C to HDMI and then run it through. And I've got like a 6 foot 6 foot USB C cable here, so I can sort of use my camera phone and do stuff with it. Um, that's true. Most of you ladies do have bigger balls than us guys, but that's because there's an awful lot of leftover skin from the from the operation that I have to put somewhere. Sorry. You like licking your girlfriend's arsehole? Is it normal? Nothing wrong with rimming, mate. But let's not go there, hey. Your freezer's just gone bang. I don't know. Spirituality, email me policeabusingpowers@gmail.com. No, Ash, not Pillis. Not Pilios either. Have you been drinking, Ash? That's it. Email me there. I've been on for 2 hours. It's 22 minutes past 11. So I'm probably going to give it till half 11, folks, and then wrap it up. I've not had my dinner again yet, so I need to have something to eat. And then I've got to let that go down before I go to bed. So I'm going to have to wrap it up shortly. Somebody already has. Double D. Somebody already has. I keep getting emails, and I mean I keep getting tens of emails every single day. Did somebody say cake? If you want cake, Joe Black, go to prison. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch tomorrow's Pat Reports. Hey up, Lucifer. Yeah, I'd say what I keep getting as well. I keep getting people. What's that bloody taxi firm? Uber. That's it. I keep getting bloody Uber emails. So what? And I had one the other day for some windows. So thanks for your purchase of some windows. It's like, what the fuck? I didn't buy any bloody windows. Janine the Bean, how you doing? Hey up, Grant. Dan Dropbox, check your downloads. Hey? I'm good, Janine, thank you. Oh, have you sent me a link to it, Lucifer? Is that what you mean? You sent me a link in the email. Right, gotcha. Oh, you mean the ones from the other day? Lucifer, do you mean the ones from the 19th? Through WeTransfer.com. Is that the one you mean? Yeah, if it was that one on the 19th, I got them. I got them. But I can't remember where I put them. So let me have a. I know I've got them. But where did I put them? Not in there. Where did I put them? I know I downloaded them. But now I can't remember where I put them. Damn it, what did I do with them? I know for a fact I downloaded them. Let me double check my downloads folder. Sure they're not in there though. Oh, they are. What a bloody idiot I am. There we go. Yeah, my apologies, Lucifer. I've got them. Um, I've just dragged them out of me download folder. They're on my desktop now. Yeah, I'll get them up. I'll get them up this week, Lucifer. What was it you're using? Local experimentalist. What have the Essex pigs done, Janine? I'm the boss, Ash. I'll do what I want. No worries, Dean. Take it easy, mate. Hope you managed to get that fixed. Yeah, it's all right now, Debbie. Thank you for asking. It just aches a bit, but all the pain's gone. Beef stir fry. Oh, I could do with a beef stir fry. Thank you, local experimentalist. There is not a Mrs. Pap, no. It's just Mr. Pap and the two Pap bitches. Daisy and Alice are more likely to catch me balls than me back. They keep when they jump up at me. They have the habit of digging their nails in. It's not pleasant, I can assure you. Well, Essex police are going to have to put up with me at some point because I'm still looking to move back. That's what's annoying. I don't get anybody on Tinder or Badoo say, I know you from YouTube. No, Lucifer, nearly naked naughty neighbour is not Mrs. Pap. Where are you, FPV? I think I've asked you before, so I'm not entirely sure. Exmouth. Well, I'll be going, as I say, I'll be going down there at some point that way. Down some point that way at some point. This is Mrs. Pap at the moment. Say hello. Hello. No, I'm a righty. But if you sit on your, because I use my right arm all the time for everything. So if you sit on your left arm for a little while and let it go dead, then it feels like someone else is doing it. Oh, I'll still be going if I move down, or if and when I move back down to Essex. I'll still be doing this. So everyone will know when I move. I know I've just done the studio. Well, see, I was looking to move before, and that's what I was going to do. The plan was to move back down south, but I was told by the letting agents down there, oh, you're not going to get anywhere down here if you've got two dogs. I was like, what do you mean I'm not going to get anywhere down there with two dogs? I says, listen, I can give you 4 months rent up front. not including the key money and deposit. I said, so, take a month of that and use it as a deposit for damage. And then you've got 3 months up front, you've got a month as an extra deposit. But they wouldn't have none of it. They're saying, oh, no, no, you're not going to find anywhere when you've got two dogs. What are you talking about, knobheads? So with them saying that, I've just basically said to myself, well, it's not going to happen for, until next year. So I've just kind of resigned myself to being up here until, at least after Christmas, and then see if I can find something then. No, it's not that I don't like it here, Demon. It's just all my family are down south. I've only seen them a few times in the last 12 years, and it'd be nice to move back down there. Janine, you need to be careful. If the person who brought a restraining order out against you keeps coming near you, then you need to call the police and tell them. You need to say, because otherwise that person could then say that you're going near them. So you're going to need to call them and tell them you've got to cover your ass. I'm not at the moment. No, I've got them both free at the minute. I think Joe will have to move soon anyway. Joe, JP, you're going to have to move soon anyway because you'll have gone through the entire Essex police force at some point in the near future. You're going to have to find another one to go and sort out. No worries, Lee. Take it easy. Thanks for jumping on. We're all psychos. It's not just Essex police, Janine. Unfortunately, that's all of them. All the police forces, all the police are now conditioned to treat everybody like a criminal, and you have to prove your innocence instead of how it should be that you are presumed innocent until found guilty. Hello, Joshua. Yeah, still on, mate. It is Ash. I've got a story tomorrow about Australia actually, in tomorrow's Pat Reports. Something that everybody here goes on about, everyone in the UK goes on about, and they've actually got it in Australia. But I'm not going to say anymore. You're going to have to watch the report tomorrow to find out. Jay, are you talking about the nearly naked neighbour? It's not filmed yet. There might be some bloopers in it, but I've not filmed it yet. Hey up, Cop Watch, you're back. No, I'm still chasing it up, Cop Watch. I'm still on that. As soon as anything comes out about that one, I will let everybody know. But that one, following that one, that I don't know why, but I've taken that really personal. So I will make sure everybody knows what goes on as soon as there's any information on that one. 3139 William Sampson, South Yorkshire Police. I don't know why, but I don't think I'll ever forget that. Oh dear. Oh, you're boring me now. Listen, Copwatch, I am going to edit this live and get you saying my name. I don't, what? I don't get it. I'm lost. Yeah, if, and I don't care saying it on here, I really don't, I've said it before, but if PC 3139 William Sampson from South Yorkshire Police doesn't get the sack, then I'll be organising a little get together so that they know how displeased everybody is with their decision. No worries, FPV. Take it easy. Thanks for jumping on. Yeah, Joe Black, they're trying to be though, aren't they? That's what they want. They want to be a protected group. They want to, having that bloody uniform on is supposed to be a protected characteristic. Do you know what I mean? I mean, what absolute rubbish that the police should be held in a higher regard. The life of the police should be held in a higher regard to the life of the public, the people that they are supposed to be protecting. No, mate, absolutely not. That's it, Josh. Yeah, the Elland Road one. Oh, hang on. No, 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 not the Elland Road one. That's the recent one. We're talking about one that happened at beginning. Yeah, beginning of the year, 5 months ago. Yeah, Jay is still working. He's not been suspended. He's just been taken off frontline duties. Yep, that's right. We are still paying his wages. I will do spirituality. I will do. Exactly, Caroline. Exactly. He'll be seeing this. He'll be seeing the force shrink. Going, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. He just threw himself at me. Just threw him. He threw himself at me baton. Scared me. It did. Yeah, you too, Brian. Thank you. Smarter than the average bear. Oh, I used to love that program. Yeah, the problem is, Cop Watch, he's going to have to explain how he had to take like a 50-yard run up. That's where he's going to trip up, I think. But, I said this in a video the other day. Somebody got arrested and put in prison for biting a copper. Okay. People have been getting put in prison for spitting at the police or coughing at the police, and they've been getting locked up within weeks of it happening. But yet, Samson, this happened over 5 months ago, and they're still supposed to be investigating. Fuck off, mate. What a load of bullshit. The cop that nicked Max Paws is saying he's going to take civil action against Max Paws. What? Well, tomorrow, I'll tell you something in tomorrow's PAP reports. What you've just said there, FPV, about do you think the police would think the world would be a better place without the PAP reports? Well, I'll, they certainly wish that we didn't all have cameras, and that's something else that's in tomorrow's PAP reports, which is going to be quite interesting. Again, I'm not going to go into it now because that's for tomorrow. But there's some good stuff in tomorrow's reports. To be fair, stop sitting still. Sorry, I'll, I'll do this. Right, I said I was going to go 22 minutes ago. Um, Hello, Ian. Do you know what? I've literally just about to log off now. I've been on for a couple of hours now, I think. How long? Where is it? Oh, nearly 3 hours. Nearly 3 hours I've been on now, and I need to get I need to get a coffee and have something to eat. I've not eaten yet, I'm afraid. Um, but feel free. Oh, 5 more minutes, then 10 more minutes, then 2 more minutes. You know, I love to sit on here and chat with you, and I could sit on here as I have for 5 hours. But I really do need to get myself sorted out. I need to let these out for a pee as well, and that. So, an off-duty police officer that's drunk headbutt anyone. Well, they can, but they'll get done for it. Well, they should get done for it. Oh no, there's somebody else waiting for Holly to get out of the bath. Oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, folks, listen. Much appreciated. Thank you for sticking around for the last couple of hours or so. 75 people watching. I've got to go, as I say, I've got to go get this kettle on and make something to eat. But it's been lovely chatting with you all again, as always. I appreciate the core. I appreciate everybody, but the core group of people who like to really get involved with the live streams and everything else. I appreciate every single one of you. For those people who have chucked a few pounds this way, much appreciated. Again, genuinely appreciate the support. And to everybody else, muchas gracias. And I will see you all in tomorrow's Pat Reports at 7. So until then, good night, God bless, stay safe. Hang on, that's wrong, isn't it? I always forget that end bit for some reason. Yeah, stay safe, look after each other, film the police and the other motherfuckers. I don't know if you can hear the dogs now. Now they know I'm coming off. They want to go for a wee. So that's it, guys. I'll catch you all tomorrow. I didn't, Kerry. No, I didn't. Right, I've got to go. Got to go. Muchas gracias. Love to you all. See you tomorrow. Why has it not gone off?